There was news earlier today from Paris that several important pieces of French royal and imperial jewellery have been stolen in broad daylight from a case in the Gallery of Apollo in the Louvre. Two men, apparently using a basket lift, forced open a first-floor window, broke the cases and then made off with the jewellery. The items stolen have now been confirmed, and I thought it would be interesting to have a brief look at them. All of them date from the 19th century, but they are among some of the most beautiful items of jewellery in the Louvre's collection. The earliest two items stolen were from a set of jewellery made for the Empress Marie Louise, the second wife of Napoleon Bonaparte. They were given to her at the time of her marriage to Napoleon in 1810. They were all made in Paris by Francois Regnault Nitteau, who was Napoleon's court jeweller. This is one of two sets that Napoleon ordered for his new empress from Nitteau. This one is set with Colombian emeralds. The other, which is sadly lost, was set with opals. The thieves have stolen the whole set from the Louvre, the emerald necklace and a pair of earrings. The necklace is composed of 32 emeralds, 874 brilliant cut and 264 rose cut diamonds. It's a superb example of First Empire design. The main part of the necklace is composed of 10 large emeralds that are alternately oval or lozenge shaped, set around with diamonds, and these are connected to one another by single or paired diamond palmettes, each with a small round emerald at the centre. From the large emeralds is suspended a pear-shaped emerald encircled again by diamonds. Now, this emerald set was part of the personal jewellery collection used on a daily basis by the Empress and was not an heirloom of France. And when Marie Louise left Paris in March of 1814, she took this and all her personal jewels with her. At her death, she bequeathed this set to her cousin Leopold II, the Grand Duke of Tuscany, and it remained with his family until 1953, when it was then sold to the jeweller Van Cleef & Arpels. Now, the Louvre acquired this necklace and the earrings in 2004. Now, the tiara that once belonged with this set is now in the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C., but its emeralds were sold and they've been replaced with turquoise. Three of the items stolen were from a sapphire and diamond set that was made for Hortense de Beauharnais, the daughter of the Empress Josephine and of course the stepdaughter of Napoleon I. She was married to Napoleon's brother Louis, who was King of Holland from 1806 to 1810. It's not entirely certain when or by whom the set was made, but it was certainly in existence in 1825 when it was purchased from Hortense by Louis Philippe, Duke of Orleans, and was given then to his wife Marie Amélie of Naples and Sicily. He, of course, became King of France in 1830, and Marie Amélie wore the set when she was queen. Here she is wearing it in her portrait. Now, this set remained in the Orleans family until 1985 when it was purchased by the Louvre. The items are all set with a combination of large Ceylon sapphires surrounded by diamonds in gold settings. Now, in their haste, the thieves didn't remove the whole set. They have taken the tiara, the necklace, and just one of the earrings. The last three items stolen all belong to the Empress Eugénie, the wife of the Emperor Napoleon III, and they all dated from the 1850s and from the time of their reign. Napoleon, of course, was captured at the end of the Franco-Prussian War in 1870, and his imperial reign then ended. All of these pieces were left behind in Paris when the Emperor and Empress went into exile in Britain in 1871. The first object stolen that belonged to the Empress Eugenie was this beautiful brooch known as the Reliquary brooch. It was a piece made in 1855 by Alfred Bapst in imitation of an 18th century piece. It features 94 diamonds, some of them taken from the famous collection that once belonged to Cardinal Mazarin. They're arranged in rosettes, triangles and ovoid shapes, all set in gold. The reverse of the piece is decorated with scrolls and leaves. Although known as the Reliquary brooch, the name is a bit of a misnomer, as it doesn't contain any space within it for relics, though its case is a small compartment that may have been intended to hold one. This piece came to the Louvre in 1887 when many of the other jewels in the royal collections were sold. Now this gorgeous diamond bow was made in 1855 in Paris by Francis Kramer. It was initially part of a larger diamond encrusted belt which was set with more than 4,000 diamonds. In 1864 the Empress began to wear the bow as a separate piece. This piece was among those sold by the French Republic in 1887, and it was purchased by Caroline Astor of New York. In 1902 it then went to Britain, where it was purchased by the Duke of Westminster as a wedding present for his daughter Lady Lettice Grosvenor, who married the 7th Earl Beauchamp. It remained with the Beauchamp family until 1989 when it was purchased by the jeweller Ralph Esmerian of New York, who sold it to the Louvre in 2008. The last object stolen was this tiara, made for the Empress Eugénie in 1853 as a wedding present by Alexandre Gabriel Lemonnier of Paris. It contains 212 pearls, including 17 large pear-shaped pearls and 1,998 diamonds. These are set in silver, which is backed with gold foil. The design consists of foliage forms, cartouches of foliage sprays and laurel leaves. The tiara was sold in 1890 to Albert, Prince of Ternate-Taxis, and it remained in his family's possession until 1992. It was purchased by the Louvre that year at a sale at Sotheby's. Now a further item belonging to the Empress Eugénie was also taken, but was apparently dropped by the thieves and broken, and that was the crown of the Empress. This crown was made in 1855 for the Paris Exposition. It was never worn by the Empress. Made of gold, it is set with diamonds and emeralds, with diamond palmettes alternating with extraordinary imperial eagles. Now this piece was not sold in 1887, but was given back to the Empress, who at her death in 1920 bequeathed it to the Princess Marie Clotilde Bonaparte. Marie Clotilde Bonaparte sold it in 1988 to Roberto Polo, who then gave it to the Louvre. It is quite extraordinary that such a burglary could take place. This collection of jewellery and the constituent stones within it are so distinctive that I can't see how they could possibly be sold unrecognised. Let's hope this collection is quickly recovered. Thanks for watching. Over on my website, yesterday I launched my antiquary calendar for next year. For 2026, the theme of this wall calendar is the medieval year, and it is illustrated in full colour with illuminations from late medieval manuscripts showing the labours of the months. It would make both a delightful and a practical gift for friends, family, or even as a treat for yourself. I have a very limited stock of these, and last year I sold out rather quickly, so if you want a chance of getting one, pop over to my website and grab one while you can. The link is in the description below.